What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Legitical Response. We cover political news and keep you up to date with everything that the government does. Now, we talk about the Biden administration all the damn time. Why? Because the Biden administration is one of the worst presidential administrations that we've ever had. Biden is by far the worst president that we've ever had. I am stating this as a matter of fact, in my opinion. Yeah, it's an opinion, sure. But we know that the Biden administration does a lot of dumb stuff. Now, we also have a communist arm of the Democratic Party. This is one of the main reasons why I call Democrats insane. When you look at history and you look at every time communism has been implemented, it fails. It ends with piles and piles of dead bodies. People that don't want communism, yet you end up getting killed by the communists. And we're going through a similar revolution in the country right now. So that's why I'm always talking about, hey, look, if you're conservative, if you're in the center, if you're not down with all this woke ideology and this gender ideology stuff, you need to stand up and fight, because they're going to take your rights from you, because they keep pushing this stuff and they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And we have spineless lawmakers in Congress that are willing to bend the knee to these people just to get them to shut up, and not realizing that they're trying to implement communism in this country, essentially. They want to eliminate everybody that doesn't believe in their gender ideology. And they are absolutely insane. Yeah, the Tennessee school shooter proved that outright. These people are the first ones to get ticked off and get mad at you, right? You see videos all the time. You misgender somebody on accident and they come flying off the damn chain. They're insane people, right? We understand, we have always understood that if you have gender dysphoria, that is a mental issue that you are having. That's been known for a long time, that people feel like they're in the wrong body. But it's only recently that we've been trying to, quote unquote, affirm that. Why? Why would you want to affirm that, right? Why are you trying to force me to affirm your delusions? I'm sorry, the world doesn't work that way. Hey, look, if you don't want me to tell you to get some help, then that's fine. I won't tell you to go get some help, right? But don't force me to join your religion and force me to join in the practices that your religion practice. I'm sorry. We have freedom of religion in this country, and that gender ideology stuff is going way too far, and I'm just not down with it. Look, these people, in my opinion, they need some help, right? In all honesty, folks, if you look like a woman and you act like a woman and you're a man, but you look like a woman and you talk like a woman and I can't tell you're a man, you're not going to have any problems for me. I'm going to say, hey, what's up, girl? I'm going to call you she. Blah. But if you look like a dude and you're dressed like a woman, honestly, I'm probably not going to talk to you at all. But don't get mad at me if I'm confused about your delusion. I'm just saying. It's not my fault. Don't get mad at other people because they're not affirming your delusion. That's all I'm saying. But let's get into it right quick, because I've ranted for too long on that one. All right, check this out. New court ruling here. Court rules Biden administration can't force Christian healthcare workers to perform trans surgeries. Now, this is, I guess, an addition to something that happened way back in the 2000s, when there was this big thing about gay marriage. This gay couple wanted a Christian baker to bake them a cake. I don't know if you guys remember this story or not. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about that one. But they tried to get him to bake a cake, and the Christian baker didn't want to do it because it goes against their religion, right? And there was this big old uproar on social media and all over the news back then about these people. And I believe, if my memory serves, I do have a piss poor memory, but if my memory serves correctly, they ended up forcing these people to bake that cake for this gay couple. And that's totally wrong. That is taking away from our civil liberties. But like I said, the soldiers of communism continue to march in this country. But as of recently, we're fighting back. We're pushing back hard. We don't want this stuff. Don't push your religion on other people, right? Especially Christians. Let's get into it, though. A district court ruled Monday that the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission violated the First Amendment by attempting to force religious healthcare workers to provide gender transition procedures. In 2021, the Christian Employers Alliance filed a lawsuit against the EEOC over two mandates requiring religious employers to provide health insurance that covered gender transitions, as well as forcing religious physicians to perform sex change procedures or face charges of discrimination based on gender identity. The District Court of North Dakota ruled in favor of the CEA, arguing that the rules would violate an employer's or doctor's religious beliefs. This is true. It does. You cannot force people to do something they don't want to do. Like I said, when they were forced to bake that cake for that gay couple, that is wrong. This country is all about civil liberties. It's about the individual liberties first. That's what our First Amendment, that's what our Bill of Rights was made for. And the communists in this country are trying to trample all over our Bill of Rights. We don't get the right to speak. We don't get the right to bear arms. We don't get the right to a speedy trial. Things like, they just want to trample over everything and make you fall in lockstep with whatever the hell they're believing. And it's not going to work. We have way too many patriots, way too many libertarians in this country, people like me and people like you, hopefully, that do not want our civil liberties trampled on. You cannot force me to affirm your gender. You cannot force me to perform a sex change operation. They're trying to do it, folks. They're calling it hate speech if you misgender somebody. Look at Canada. Look at France. Look at England. All these places are putting laws in place, right? We have to push back against this stuff. We have the freedom of speech. The First Amendment so far has protected us. And I wonder how long it will survive, because these people do not like the First Amendment whatsoever. Especially the Biden administration doesn't like the First Amendment whatsoever, because they are one of the leading administrations that has silenced right-wing and conservative voices on social media since they've came into power. And they have been pushing that stuff, and it is time to stop. Like I said, that is one of the reasons Biden is one of the worst presidents we've ever had. But let's keep going, though. We are overjoyed our members will not have to choose between the biblically based employee benefits and quality health care they provide and the threat of federal enforcement and massive costs for practicing their faith, Shannon Royce, president of CEA, said in a press release. The Alliance Defending Freedom, which represents CEA, argued that not only did the mandates require employers and doctors to cover and perform sex change procedures, but it also demanded that they speak positively of them, even if they objected, according to the press release. That's right. Like I said, you can't just follow along. You have to buy into their religion, to their gender religion BS. You can't just be a bystander on the side. They force you to do it. No, you must call me this when I'm really this. You must say this. Oh, no, that's hate speech. Yeah, shut the front door. That's what I tell them. Get out of here. Look, if you're going to be disrespectful, I'm going to be disrespectful, right? Look, if I misgender you, hey, I'm sorry. We'll leave it at that, okay? I won't talk to you ever again. But you will not force me to call you something that you're not. You ask me nicely, I'll probably do it. But you're not going to force me to do it. I will do it in spite of you trying to force me. That's just how I am. The court, however, prohibited the EEOC from interpreting Title VII, which relates to discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, and national origin, to withhold funding because of an employer or doctor's religious objections to sex change medical procedures. Interesting. By misinterpreting and improperly enforcing federal law, President Biden has far overreached his constitutional authority to the detriment of people of faith all across the country, Matt Bowman, senior counsel for ADF, said in the press release. The government cannot force Christian employers to pay for or physically perform harmful medical procedures that contradict their religious beliefs. The Constitution protects religious healthcare providers and employers and allows them to go about their work in a manner compatible with their deeply held convictions and faith. The EEOC did not immediately respond to the Daily Caller News Foundation's request for comment. I probably wouldn't either if I was them, because how the hell you feel about trampling all over people's rights, trying to force people into doing something that they don't believe in and that's something they don't want to do? We've already lost a buttload of freedoms in this country. It is time for us to stop losing our freedoms and push back against the woke mind virus BS machine, right? Most of these people are, it's a fad going on. It's a trend, if you will. Oh, they see they're getting a lot of attention because they transitioned, right? Quote unquote transitioned. That's why a lot of these people, I bet you money, a lot of these people, they'll dress up as a female like a dude, will dress up as a female and act like a female. But I can promise you, they won't actually get the sex change operation, the gender reassignment surgery or whatever. The vast majority of these people won't do it. I can promise you that. Look at Dylan Mulvaney. That's all you got to do. Just look at Dylan Mulvaney. Yeah. He refuses to get that surgery. He's got plenty of money. He could do it if he wanted to, but he's not going to do it because he's not really gender dysphoric. Yeah, he's buying into the religion. That's all he's doing. But he has ye of little faith, if you will. That's all I got for this one, y'all. But let me know what you think about this ruling. Is this ruling correct? Should we not force Christians, or anybody for that matter, to buy into somebody else's religion when it is clearly a religion? Or do you think that we should give free rein to these people and force everybody to buy into their religion? Let me know what you think about all this down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Biden administration trying to force this on people. What? Trying to force, healthcare providers to force them to do transition surgeries. That's just insane to me. You can't force me to do that. You can't force insurance companies to cover this. What? That's just insane. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. That's all I got for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you could do me a big favor, hopefully I've earned your subscription. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Turn on your notifications and smash that like button for me. Thanks, y'all. Y'all try to have a good day and be positive. Peace.